questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
Started in 1975. It's Yendel's Building Materials. Whether you're making repairs, adding a room, or building a house, Yendel's constantly delivers excellent service and top quality materials and many of the tools and hardware you need to get the job done. At Yendel's, they take pride in supplying their customers with new and innovative products. Yendel's experience in truss design, manufacturing, and component materials is second to none. 834 North Magnolia Avenue in Ocala, 732-3000. Stop by to experience the difference.
Come to the 7th Annual Habitat Strawberry Festival on March 7th, 2020 at the McPherson Government Complex. The festival will have vendors, food, a car show, a kids zone, live entertainment, pie eating contests, and all things strawberry. All to also raise funds to build a habitat home for a family in our community. Check out the website, habitatocala.org, and follow the link. The Habitat for Humanity Strawberry Festival is Saturday, March 7th, with breakfast served at 7:30. Free admission, $5 parking. See you there.
Ah, the joys of flying from a major hub.
Come on, guys, we gotta go.
Wait, honey, but our flight doesn't leave for 5 hours.
I know, but traffic could be bad. Then there's trying to find a parking spot, then the mile walk to check in, and of course security could take a while.
Skip the circus and fly regional. From parking to boarding and everything in between, it's just better.
Gainesville Regional Airport, now boarding with over 343 destinations in one stop. Non-stop service to Dallas, Fort Worth, Atlanta, Charlotte, and Miami. Fly with us. You'll be glad you did. For more information, visit flygainesville.com.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with a personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
WOCA.
Ocala.
And you're listening to AM Ocala Live, WOCA, The Source.
You've got the voice, so you got
96.3 FM, 1370 AM. We are streaming live, YouTube Live, WOCA, The Source Radio. And in the studio here, as we've got the NFL alumni, I've got Don Nottingham, Phil Smith, and Maria Roman in the studio here to talk about the upcoming event that we've been advertising here at The Source quite a bit, is the Clay for Kids sporting event. And just to talk a little bit about that and a little bit about what you guys do as the NFL alumni, caring for kids, champions for champions, and all the good stuff that you guys are doing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's start with the upcoming event, the Clay for Kids sporting event that's coming up.
Well, we started actually doing the sporting clay shoots way down in South Florida with our South Florida chapter. What must have been 15 years ago, and it's been it's a wonderful place to go out and have a good day's fun. You're outside. Everybody likes to burn up ammunition and try to hit clay targets without really killing anything. So about the only thing that usually gets killed for me at that place is my ego, because I'm not one of the elite shooters like Mr. Phil over here next to me is. It's not unusual for him to hit 25 out of 25. But the idea is to have fun, tell stories, and ultimately what we're trying to do is put something back into the places where we live. A tenement of our NFL alumni organization has always been to try to do things in our community where we live and keep that money in that community where we raise the money, and let the people like Maria and we got so many unbelievable volunteers to the work they do is beyond putting a price tag on.
Excellent. Maria, I think that's a little segue to you. Like you said, for just everything that you guys do for like events like these to put on for the community, just what gets done is having that go right back into the community. That's right. And this one here, like we said, the Clay for Kids, that sounds like a pretty good time nonetheless.
Well, it definitely is. We start the event Saturday morning at 8 o'clock with a breakfast and registration, and then the competition begins about 9 o'clock, and it's a 100 clay target. And what we do is we shoot trap, 50 rounds of trap, and we put teams of 5, and we count the 4 best scores in each event, which is trap, 5 stand, and crazy coil. There's 3 different shotgun sporting events. Children 12 years and older can participate with their parents if the parents come with them or their guardian. And it's 100 rounds of just pure fun out at Robinson Ranch. The competition is over probably around noontime, and we have an awards lunch for all the people that attended. And each person that comes to the event, we'd like to make them feel like they leave with more than they paid for. We have a special gift bag that we give each person that has a monogrammed shirt, a monogrammed cap, and there's a bunch of other things. We have auction items available out there. It's just a fun family day, and if you participate in the event, you do not have to be a well-rounded shotgun shooter.
Yeah.
We have had people out there that've never picked up a shotgun before, and they end up getting a shotgun for Christmas. So it's that kind of a fun event. Don and I and Maria, we like to make sure that the people who support us enjoy our events, and they have a feeling of, leaving the event with more than they came with.
Absolutely. And with folks who are listening today and who are interested, tickets are still available. Tickets are available at Everbright or Facebook. Champs Ability. They say you can also do them by calling the office at 866-996-2182. And that's pretty good there. And with that, that event in itself is something different, and it's something that sounds like can be just an absolute ton of fun.
One of the real fun things with the event is Don and I bring in a number of former NFL players.
Yeah.
They come to the dinner on Friday night, and they stay overnight for the shoot. This year we have 8 NFL players that will be at the event for pictures, and just if someone wants to shoot with an NFL player on their team, we can arrange to have an NFL player, former NFL player, on their team to shoot. We have, like I said, we have 8 players this year, 8 NFL players attending our event this year.
You allowed to mention any of those players here today?
Well, sitting to my left, Don Nottingham. He played his college ball at Kent State. He played for the Colts and the Dolphins. We have Clint Hart, who's from the College of Central Florida. He'll be there, played for the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Mike McBath, who is the president of the NFL Players Association out of Orlando, played for Penn State in college and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Riley will be there from Oklahoma. He played for Oklahoma in the Rams. Riley Cooper, local University of Florida athlete, and he played for the Eagles. And James Harrell, another University of Florida graduate, played for the Detroit Lions. We have a big guy, Matt Storm, who played for the University of Georgia and with the Steelers. And myself from the University of Miami, and I played with the Cardinals.
That's right. Now, this is just a shout out to you, Don. I grew up in Northeast Ohio.
Oh, okay.
I registered. I never went to the University of, but I lived there in Akron, so I was somewhat of a zip for a while. So Kent State, that's awesome.
Well,
Now, are you from Ohio?
I'm from Ravenna, which is right next door to.
Exactly.
But at Akron, when I went to Kent, my best friend because I moved from Windham, Ohio to Ravenna, Ohio when I started high school.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, a guy named Danny Ruff, played at the University of Akron. And Danny and I we started off in football together. And of course, then my family got moved to Ravenna. So after that, we didn't get to play together. But and I never got to play against him in college or anything. But,
oh no!
But awesome guy, and I can't tell you how many great memories I have from the first couple of years that I got the opportunity to play football. And it's just that's. What I find with most of my alumni pals and friends, people I played with and against, most of them really cherish the opportunities that we had, the mentorship that we got from the coaches on and off the field, and the leg up in the whole world that we wound up getting because we were okay enough to chase an oblong spheroid object around, which is what one of my college professors told me. But my point is, we like to give back because of that.
Absolutely. I think that's a great point because, like you said, giving that opportunity, you would love to see how, like when you guys said your alumni buddies, the opportunity to give that back and have the opportunities be given to other people within the community, like the opportunities you had. That's great.
Well,
great stuff.
one of the things that's really impressive to me is these former NFL players that come to this event. They come on their own.
Yeah.
We don't give them a penny.
Right.
The only thing we do is we do provide food and we provide a place for them to stay. Mm-hmm. But the travel and everything else, they pay for. They're paying back. They enjoy it.
Yeah.
Or they wouldn't be here.
Right.
It's and we certainly enjoy having them.
Right. Something they want to do.
Exactly.
And that's important. Well, excellent, guys. We're going to take just a short little break, and we'll regroup. We'll talk a little bit more about what you guys do with your programs and everything like that. So good stuff. So you're listening to 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source, and we'll be back after this quick break.
WOCA.
Ocala. The NFL alumni is sponsoring a Clay for Kids sporting event to benefit Champions for Champions. The event will take place at the Robinson Ranch in Inglis, Florida on Saturday, March 21st. Call 866-996-2182 for details. The NFL alumni will provide gift bags, breakfast, lunch, and prizes. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Clay for Kids. Call 866-996-2182 for details. Hosted by the NFL alumni.
Very warm with considerable cloudiness this afternoon. Breezy with a thunderstorm around, high 87 to 90. Tonight, cloudy most of the time. A thunderstorm in spots, low 63. Tomorrow, pleasant with some sunshine, high 76 to 81. Saturday, sunshine and cool, high 66 to 68. Sunday, partly sunny and nice, high 70 to 74. From the Florida Weather Center.
I'm Scotty, owner of 12 Rounds Boxing, with the personal invite for you to come check out my gym in Ocala, Florida, open 7 days a week from 10 a to 10 p. Come check us out.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Listening to AM Ocala live on WOCA, The Source, 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. And in the studio here, we've got the NFL alumni with Don Nottingham, Phil Smith. Welcome, guys. This has been really, really good. And it's funny, like we were saying off air, there's still a small world. Like you said, Kent State, Ravenna area. And what's funny is when I moved from Ohio, I moved to the Pensacola area. And as I was there working on my passion to become a pilot and stuff, I met a guy who was my age who went to Kent State and lived just down the street in the other city from where I was, but it took us moving almost 900 miles away to find each other, so to speak, which is crazy nonetheless. Now, the NFL alumni, we were talking about their event coming up with Clay for Kids sporting event, but we also wanted to talk about some of the other stuff they did in lieu of Champions for Champions. Champions for Champions strives to bring families closer, encourage cooperation with friends, siblings in the community through program inclusion, and their desire to break common barriers between individuals and people with disabilities and those without. They foster a sense of equality, camaraderie, and a challenge prejudice and misconception and develop programs without limits. And their programs and services are catalysts inspiring inclusivity and breaking the stigma around disabilities. So it's just another topic of great stuff that you guys do. Talk a little bit more about that.
Okay. Well, one of the neat things about this project we started off with Champions for Champions was, we formed the foundation. Of course, we had to put our application into the IRS so we could make it favorable for people to write checks. It's always want to make it as easy as we can.
Right.
And then, but the life skills and the education, the recreation, just the social, everything about what we try to do is just charmed toward more like bringing the whole crowd of, if you count the city and the county as a group, you're bringing the whole crowd together. Everybody has something to add. Everybody has something to bring to the party, so to speak. And I'm telling you what, I've never been to one of our events that I don't enjoy myself. They're the most honest people I've ever been around all my life, and it's I'm just makes my heart kind of just want to just explode when I see a kid learn a little bit about how to take care of himself and how to stand up and basically tell their story.
Right. And it says, giving back is part of the core values, but like you said, seeing some of these young people start to develop some of those core values because of what the attention is that you guys give to them and the other partners that you have with the community to do so also. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what something is not necessarily reported all the time as national news, if you will. We've got a lot going on in society right now, and this is one of the benefits, talking to Joe this week about having you guys in here, because this is the opportunity to talk about good things that are done throughout community. And that's what we're about here at The Source, is making sure that people are informed and entertained, but as far as Gesundheit, as they are informed and entertained, also the information they're getting is on a positive note, and a good one that is showing that there's signs within the community that people are out there doing good things for good people.
That's amazing. There are so many buckets in the community that need to have some money put in there. Money is what kind of makes everything work. But as like I said, in our relationship, we're just a bunch of big kids. But if you think about what we do, I get criticized sometimes because I call all the kids kids. I mean, some of them are as old as I am, some of them are not. But I'm a kid. I'm going to always be a kid. And I just feel like that. Why can't we, when we're doing good things in the community, why can't we always have fun while we're doing it and
Absolutely.
make sure that something, I always feel like I've been successful if 2 weeks after an event somebody said, "Did you hear what Mike Smith said to Joe at this shooting?" And they bring it up again. They have fun just remembering the little things that go on. And I want to tell you, the stories that my buddies tell that are they got a basis in truth, but as we get older, we kind of bend them around to make us look better. But those, they can make your side hurt from the laughing, and it's mostly a good crowd. And I'm really proud of the fact that we try to be opportunistic and positive about everything that we're doing.
Right, because it's easy to see how sometimes, and you might recognize this, that some people can be intimidated and make it feel stuffy. That's exactly the opposite of what you guys are trying to do.
Exactly.
Make it as comfortable as possible and let people know that the interaction between everybody is part of the purpose.
Yeah, I've been criticized because I use football terminology a lot, but I always kind of reckon it with the idea of being in a huddle.
Yeah.
When you're in a huddle, every time I was ever in a huddle, there were 11 of us trying to figure out one thing that we could do that was going to work and be positive and move forward.
Right.
And the idea is if you're not in a huddle, you're on the sideline.
Yeah.
If you're on the sideline, then you're not getting your job done.
Right. I love that analogy because in hindsight, that's how football plays a part, and I'm sure it did in your life with the expectations. Being in the huddle, trying to figure out what that one thing's going to be and move forward.
And the biggest thing is it's the attitude I think that I've been very humbled by is to always be part of something that's bigger than I am.
Sure.
I want to be a part of something very big, and I've been lucky. I got a chance to play in a Super Bowl. Which I was told by all the experts when I came out of college that I was too little and too slow and too this and too that. Well, I logged 8 years in the NFL.
Yeah.
Why? Because I was willing to cover kickoffs. I was willing to do anything that it took to be part of that team.
Yeah, and that's in the idea of what you guys do with like the young people that you get to talk to. Ignore the naysayers, figure out a way to follow what you feel is right in your path and your dreams and your expectations and values.
I think the best advice I ever got was from my first backfield coach and with the Baltimore Colts. John Idzik was his name. And he said, Don, you don't have to tell anybody what you can do. Just show them.
Just show them.
Show them.
Oh, I love that. And with what you guys can do, just to round out our shows, we're coming here to the bottom of the hour. Just some weekly programs that you guys put together here as I'm looking from literally what you got here Monday through Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, as in Monday's Music Together is in a idea of 4:30 p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. for music therapy, 5 p.m. to 6:15 in lieu of choir at Living Hope Community Church right here in Ocala at Northeast 2nd Loop. And then Tuesday, this is always fun too, sticking on that terms of sports too, is the bowling social that you guys put on 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. right there at Southeast Mary Camp Road in Ocala, Florida. And the second and fourth Wednesday, the Toastmasters Gavel Club. Tell us a little bit about that.
That is so amazing. It's funny because when I got to Baltimore as a rookie, I got called up to go out and talk to what they used to call them the Council of Colt Corrals. I didn't know how to talk in front of people, so I went to a local Toastmasters group in Baltimore, and they taught me how to basically put a program together. And watching what we've been doing with this Gavel Club, and Manel Fakori helped us get this thing put together. And I'm going to tell you what, I got kids that it's taken me 5 years to get them to even look me in the eye and answer me, hello, Don, when I see them. Now when they come up to me, they put their hand up in front of me and say, Mr. Nottingham, so glad you could make it tonight.
Right.
And when I see that self-determination now, they think they're worth. That makes my heart just want to blow up. So that's probably my favorite program that they do. Where we're doing it every week. We had to slow it down because we were killing everybody. It's just, even some of the parents have been sitting in on it, and it's helped them handle it. Because parents have a tough row with when they've got a special needs kid. Because usually they're not just a special needs child. They have other members of the family, and they tend to get pushed off to the side. So this has been that's the one I hang my hat on the most.
Actually, the credit for all this stuff should go to Maria. She's the lady with endless energy, and she's the one who puts all this together. Don and I basically go out and try to help fund what Maria does with these kids, and it's absolutely unbelievable. She is an amazing woman.
Yeah, Maria, it's nice to meet you and glad to have you here. As we're pretty much wrapping it up, gentlemen, we got about 15 seconds left here. Just a shout out to everybody for, in lieu of still being interested in the kids' clay shoot, you can find at Eventbrite or Facebook, and you can call the office at 1-866-996-2182. That's 866-996-2182. Excellent, gentlemen. Well, that sends us out, and it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
You got
Appreciate
it.
you having us on.
You got it. We'll be back after this. WOCA Ocala.
More confirmed coronavirus cases across the country, to the most recent in New York.
Mayor Bill de Blasio announced it on Twitter this morning, saying one new patient is a man in his 40s and one is a woman in her 80s. Neither of them has traveled to areas with the virus, and they aren't connected to other New Yorkers who have already been diagnosed.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. More than 50 cases in California. The man who died there is the first U.S. fatality outside of Washington state. The spread of the cases has stocks sinking this morning on Wall Street after yesterday's surge. One of the first industries to feel the effect, travel.
Starting in April, United Airlines will reduce passenger carrying capacity 20% on international routes and 10% in the U.S. The first airline to cut domestic flying. JetBlue joining United.
Fox's Tracy Carrasco. America's listening to Fox News.
We've toiled and triumphed.
We choose to go to the moon.
And pushed mankind to new worlds. We fought for justice.
A turning point in man's search for freedom.
And freed a continent.
Tear down this wall.
But perhaps our greatest achievement isn't thanks to an athlete or an astronaut. It's at the very core of our country. Our greatest achievement is in your hands. Democracy 2020. Fox News. America is watching.
Bill Hemmer Reports, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Moving to the town of Chaldea. These are complex times. They need to be understood in more than just a soundbite.
We're in central Hanoi, just a few blocks.
When people's lives are affected, it's important to be fast, but it's most important to be right.
Boston is a city in shock.
Information has never moved faster than it does today. It is our job to cut through it.
Bill Hemmer Reports, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on the Fox News Channel.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Well, hello there. Danny Boy here, and I've been suffering from some bad luck lately. I've been sick and weak, and I've even been falling, don't you know? But now I've got to look at the Irish. I'm choosing Palm Garden for my rehab. I may not find a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but I'm lucky to be getting my health back. With a wee bit of help from Palm Garden, what gets me home fast, really, really fast. Visit Palm Garden, located at the corner of Southwest 27th Avenue and 34th Street, right here in Ocala, don't you know?
Each morning, we wake up thankful to live in a free nation with liberty and justice for all. But sometimes those liberties can be put in jeopardy, and you may have questions about what to do or who to call. Let Doc Blanchard of Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland help you find the answers. Attorneys at law since 1974 and located in downtown Ocala. If you have legal issues, don't go it alone. Call 352-732-7218. Blanchard, Miriam, Adele, and Kirkland, helping protect your liberties every day.
The NFL